Hey everybody, and welcome back to the Dependent Fanatic channel. If Michigan goes into Kinnick and scrapes by, just like I thought they would, kind of a similar game as I had predicted in the preview. Michigan received the kickoff and went 75 yards on 11 plays, and there were runs by Corum, Edwards, even J.J. kept a run for a first down. He also had 3 of 4 passing for 24 yards in that first drive, and it was capped off by Ronnie Bell's reverse for 16 yards and a touchdown. And then Iowa's first possession, they came out and went 3 and out, and I thought, okay, here we go. It's going to be hard for Iowa to keep up with Michigan. Well, Michigan's second drive, they were moving the ball, and Zinter stepped on JJ's foot as he was rolling out, and he fell down, so it was a 5-yard loss. Iowa's defense pinned their ears back at that point, and the drive stalled. Michigan was forced to punt. So on Iowa's second drive, they got across the 50 this time, but Petrus was 2 of 6 for 34 yards after the first 2 drives. So he struggled early, but man, did he come on late. Michigan's third drive, so Iowa was forced to punt. On Michigan's third drive, JJ overthrew, they moved the ball. JJ overthrew Roman Wilson, and I thought, oh man, here we go. Is this going to be something that is reoccurring with JJ? It was wide open, touchdown, and Michigan had to settle for a field goal, so it was 10-0 at that point in the game. Iowa got the ball back for their third drive, and holding made it 1st and 20 for them. And Iowa overcame that and got a first down. They converted, and then a favorable clipping call on Iowa's offense for Michigan. It was questionable, to say the least. Made it 1st and 25 again, and they were forced to punt after that. Michigan's fourth drive, with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in the half, JJ hit Andrell Anthony for a 29-yard pass, and they were in the red zone territory. But a holding penalty backed him up, and on 3rd and 17, Iowa's pass interference penalty gave Michigan a first down, but they couldn't do anything with it, settled for another field goal. Now it's 13-0. I'm thinking, okay, but we're not enough ahead yet. Them field goals need to be touchdowns, right? So then, just before halftime, Iowa had 9 seconds left in the half. I wouldn't call it a drive, but they did do a fake kneel. So they were in victory formation, and if it wasn't for that, if there was one more block, Petrus or whoever got the ball there could have been gone. I just caught it out the back of my eye. I was like, oh my God, shoo. We were ready for that. Now, to open the second half, Iowa got the ball and went 3 and out. Michigan's fifth drive then ensued after that, and they went 67 yards, and it culminated in a McCarthy to Edwards passing touchdown, which made it 20-0. So, game's over at that point, right? Iowa on their fifth drive, DJ Turner dropped a pick six. It was gifted to him. He dropped it. He would have scored. But anyway, Mike Morris followed that up with his first sack of the game, and Iowa was forced to punt. Michigan on their sixth drive, JJ gets hit. It was the first time he looked hesitant in the game. He was looking downfield, decided to go to the check down, but he was turned like this, and he got hit, and the pass was backwards. So it was a fumble, live ball, and Michigan gets on it, thankfully, but forced to punt in the end. And Iowa, after that, started at Michigan's 40-yard line. And there were some weird penalties here going along the way. It was just a weird game. Both sides, the officiating was strange. And I won't go any further into it, but Um, a touchdown run by Iowa from the 1 yard line gets them on the board after a 29-yard completion that was pretty nice as well. So Petrus was heating up. Michigan's seventh drive, they went 3-and-out, and it was weird because it was 3rd-and-1, way down deep in Michigan's own territory, and Iowa had like 10 guys in the box, and I thought, okay, perfect time for play action, and then I thought, no, Iowa could get there for the sack, and it could be chaos. So then my mind went to a quick pass. Just get the ball, bam, slant, something outside, get the 1 yard, move on, keep the ball. Apparently, none of that went through Harbaugh's head, and if it did, I guess he didn't trust JJ to do that. Instead, they handed the ball off to Corum versus 10 guys, and they knew what was happening, and they got stopped, so they were forced to punt. On the 7th drive of Iowa, Petrus had some great passes going down the field, which opened up the run, and they got all the way down inside Michigan's red zone, pretty close to the 10-yard line, I believe. It was at the 8 when it was 4th-and-2, and Michigan bowed up and got the stop. There was another weird call there. It was offensive pass interference. Michigan declined. All is well still for Michigan if you're a Michigan fan. On Michigan's 8th drive, it started at the 5. They went 3-and-out. This time, they passed the ball on 3rd down. There's like 4 minutes left. Run the ball. Eat 40 seconds. Even Joe Klatt was saying, run the ball there. So they ran the ball on the previous possession when I thought they should have passed, and they passed the ball this time when I thought they should run. That's questionable for me on the play calling, but they had to punt the ball, and then Iowa on their 8th drive with 4 minutes left, like I said, left there. It was basically on their side of the field, barely, and boy, did the Michigan defense step up again. Mike Morris with his 2nd sack later on in the series. Sack by Yabi Oki, and it was a 4-and-out because they went for it on 4th down. It was a 4-and-out. Michigan's 9th drive, Corum finally gets his touchdown run, but just go down, right? Go down. They only have 1 timeout. There's a minute left in the game. The game's over. Michigan can run out the clock. But he went and scored, which led to Iowa's 2nd score of the day. And it wasn't enough, but Michigan wins 27-14, and like I said, pretty much how I thought it would go. I'm glad it wasn't a night game. I was glad to hear that going into the game. Iowa's no joke. I give them a ton of credit. They never flinched. They were down 20. Never flinched. Played the same the whole way through. Hard, physical. And that field position game, it started to work in the second half. And Michigan came through. So there you have it. Remember to like the video, share, and subscribe with me. Share with your friend. And hit the bell for notification. Thank you all, and have a great day. And go blue.